Breaking hearts, falling apart, staying up to forget. But baby, we'll fall. We all go dancing down, and paradise is found. We're shaking up the ground, 'cause there ain't no stopping now. So there ain't no stopping now. No, there ain't no stopping now. There ain't no stopping we could be flying free, leave our worries below. Safe and sound, no one around, say the word and we'll go. But baby, we'll fall. We all go dancing down, and paradise is found. We're shaking up the ground, 'cause there ain't no stopping now. So there ain't no stopping now. No, there ain't no stopping now. There ain't no stopping
Kawasaki's Z1000 SX. Beautiful bike. We're going to go for rides in a minute on it. This has been down the road. Spot the damage on the slider. And the fact that it should have more green in it. But you get what you get. 2015. Let's go for a ride on it. Cool air. So guys, here we are on a little ride about. You've just seen the bike. I had one of these when they first came out in 2011. They were sold to me as the new sports tourer, when really it was like a ZX10 with sit out bars. I didn't have a lot of good things to say about it at that time, I must admit. 80 miles and you had major bum sore. Let's just jump out in front here. Whee! You got a nice bit of speed if you want it. I'm going to get splattered there. You can filter in these bikes, except when someone's doing something weird like that. Van. I mean, where is he going now? Right hand, left hand? Who knows? This is a 2015 model, we're now 2018. There's a few little adjustments they've made, but generally it's the same bike as I bought way back in 2011. I bought it for £10,000 from C-Star in Norwich. It was sold to me as the new sports tourer. Let's go back behind here, I'm not going to speed today. We had it for about 3 weeks, and I must admit, it was not the most comfortable bike. We were visiting Norwich at the time, so about 80-mile trips, and I have to say it was uncomfortable and you had to stop. Fuel tank 18 litres, and that wasn't an awful lot for a tourer. We had to bring it back after about 5 weeks to get the panniers put on it, and oh my god, they just ruined the bike. They slapped this pannier racking system on it, it looked ugly, it was Neanderthal, this huge metal railing around the back of the bike. They lowered the lights as well and put another light on it. It was a mess. The first thing I said to him when he handed it back to me is, "What have you done to my bike?" It just looked disgusting. We kept it for about 8 months, I guess, being brand new, and went up a couple of touring on it, and it just was not a touring bike. Now, getting on this after my Triumph Trophy, which is an armchair where you don't feel any bumps, you don't feel anything connection with the road. It's a lovely ride though. This, you are really connected to the road, unless there's a pothole or a discarded sweet wrapper, and you bloody know it, because she does take off a little bit. Oh, diesel. Always be careful when you go another diesel. That little line you see there, I can smell it as well actually. So a nice bus or van or lorry has left off the cap and it just pours diesel everywhere, which you can imagine is very dangerous for a motorbike. And I'm glad it didn't come off them. What are these? ZX10 sister. You are sitting up, so you do feel the wind. There's a 1000cc engine here, or actually 1043 I think it is. 6-speed gearbox on these. They are light, easy to ride. You do get a bit of wind, but hey, you know, I've been riding the armchair, so I've just got to get used to that again. I've also been used to the fly-by-wire throttle system, so now they've got the old cable on here, and I'll tell you what, it hurts the wrist a little bit, you know. Maybe I need stronger wrists. Cut the bikes again. The Jackson didn't seem this bad. It really is quite tight. Whether it's this model or not, I don't know. This bike has been down the road, someone's played with it, and that could be what the problem is. Great mirrors, nice riding position, except say unless you want to do a long journey on it. My instrument panel is not just here now, it's also from here as well, so you get other little bits of information I can't quite see here. Maybe I should put some glasses on, I guess. But you get your usual miles and temperature and how far before fill-ups and so on. You've also in this one got F and S, whatever that is. I'm not quite sure what that is actually. Let's leave that alone while we're riding though. But you've got different modes on this one. I may have to read up on them. Although no one likes doing it, it isn't a bad idea sometimes reading the old manual, you know. Acceleration, yes it has got some. I was just going to come off up here, but you know what, I'll go down my little ridey patch and you can see the acceleration. It has got some, I must admit, but you are going to feel the wind. This screen is a bit pathetic, it's just it goes up and down by about 7 inches I suppose. Oh, thought about it, thank you. Really are quite nice to angle. This one's just had an MOT. Chain's good on it, indicators, lights. It's Kawasaki. I said to you before, if you cut me in half sometimes, I'd be a Kawasaki man through and through. I'm glad it hasn't got the panniers on though. They, you know, you just fit a handbag in them. Let's just see what it goes round without. Oh, is that truck chucking it? Oh, look at that, nicely. Let's see acceleration. It's got it there. I think that was in top glass, in fourth then, so it wasn't exactly a pull away. You can feel it underneath you, I must admit. Now the sound of the bike, it's got a little grunt to it. You know, so it's having them great big screens in front of me now, or you can tuck down. But I've got used to having that. So when you get the wind blowing against you and through your helmet, you know, I must admit it's quite loud. I'm just barely hitting 70 really. So we're going to go around this roundabout. Balancing on this bike. I've got a video to show you. The person obviously had messed around with it. These are supposed to be 2, they're supposed to be 5, and the front and back 1 3/4 and so on. I'll read them out to you later. I just did a little video actually of it, but it wasn't balanced right. I couldn't, when I did this now, and I felt like I was banking in, it didn't feel like I was banking in properly. Does that make sense? I mean, look, I'm getting over a little bit now, knee out, get down a bit. And then come out here. It feels nice now. It did not feel right. It felt like I was trying to fight the way in and out of the bend. It really, really did. I wasn't impressed with it at all. Gearbox is lovely and smooth on this. I've had a couple of bikes now that have been really smooth gearboxes, and I found other ones haven't been. I just think realistically I just stalled it there trying to find a fucking side stand. Dick. As you get to look round her, she's a lovely looking bike. You might notice it's got a green bum and a black bit. That's where this has been touched up a little bit. I think someone put black fairings on her. The sliders, I can't decide what to do with these crash bungs. You see it's been scratched. I was thinking of rubbing it all down, making it look pretty, or taking them off. I can't decide. But there's a few tiny little scratches on her. And I say the exhaust I'm going to sort out as well. I've got a lovely set of exhausts coming, unfortunately from China. Good old eBay. I looked purposefully on there for one saying England sales. I purchased it and then it says coming from China. And then I get DHL then tell me you've got £16 tax to pay. Not happy. Anyway, 2015 model. I'm going to black this rather than green it, although I might decide. Couple of videos coming up then. It'll be exhausts, doing the suspension. Oh, you've got your rebound and springs. That's these. I'll give you the measurements of them. I've got front adjustment on this side, adjustment in there as well, and not alone this one. This one's got obviously manual. Early ones had a manual adjustment here. This one's still manual, but a lot easier to get hold of. Like, oh, it does sound nice. 6,500 miles on the clock on this one. There you go. Let's finish off this by riding home, shall we? There you go, guys. Hopefully you've had a little look around, and now you can join me when I come in with this silver car. I mean, yeah, it's pulling away, lovely. Let's just jump out quickly now. I didn't realise this car was going so slow, but it is. You should always look over your shoulder. Don't ever just jump out. I mean, this is 70 mile an hour here, and that car, well, I don't know, it's doing 45. That can be dangerous. I've always said this, slow is just as bad as going fast. Thank you very much. Never putting your hand out. What do you think of this camera view, guys? Fucking stop saying guys. What do you think of this camera view? Someone said I've got it sassed for vlogging. Oh, I don't know about vlogging, but anyway, nice roundabout. Let's knock it down here, come round here and give it some of that. Whee! You wouldn't believe how difficult this bike was the other day to pull into the bends. And I thought, it's just because I got off the Triumph trophy and got on this, I felt uncomfortable going around the bend. And when I got home, I thought, no, bugger it, I'll look at the old suspension setup, and I never touch it normally. They're all set up for around about the right weight of a person, so I don't know, between 12 stone I suppose. They're all set up for that, and I never touch them myself, but because someone had played with this bike, I thought, do you know what, I'll just have a look. And they were all out, all over the place, and it's surprising, well, for me, not for you probably, it's surprising how I noticed that having the suspension out, that was 1, that was 2, that was 7, that was 3. It was literally all messed up. But when I tried to come into a bend, it didn't bounce right. Obviously, the suspension, as you bend into a corner, it moves around and so on. It's surprising how uncomfortable it was for me. New houses. They're fucking building new houses everywhere. And then we've got a water shortage. Have not got the infrastructure. Don't get me started. Wait here, a red light. Well, it's not red, it's green. I've got to say, it just feels a lot better now. This really does. I feel I can move into any bend. It just feels nice and smooth to wiggle in. The rear suspension, this is the rebound and pre-adjustment and the coil springs stuff. They're the rebounds. If it's not rebounding right, it's not running right. So if you get a bike and you get on it and it's obviously second hand, it doesn't feel right. Don't just think you might have to get used to it. Have a look at the settings of the suspension, rebound, shocks and so on. Have a look at them. If you don't know what you're doing, go to a garage. But while I'm saying that, I've seen some of these setups before and they charge, I don't know, between £200 and £500 to get your bike super setup. No, come on. Put it back to standard. I'm not a fat git. Well, some of the videos you may see I am. But I'm not an extra fat git, and if you are a fat git, you're not going to be throwing it into the corner anyway, unless you're a professional fat git. You get what I'm trying to say. Set it up standard, adjust as you please, but make sure they're even. These have got to be even. This wasn't, and now I'll tell you, it feels much better. Accelerating as well. Now on the accelerator here, there's 2 little adjustments. They were wrong as well, and I felt it really quite tough to open up and shut. I adjusted them perfectly now, and yeah, what a difference it makes. I was unhappy with it, and it made me think back when I bought the new one. I think, well, I wasn't really happy with that. I moaned and groaned, but now this does feel a lot better. You still feel the bumps on the road, you're going to, but your wrists aren't going to hurt you as much as, let's say, a sports bike. You're more sit up and beg. You can lean down a little bit on these bikes. It's not too bad. Rear pillion seat, I think you see that. There's not a lot there, is there? Mind you, if you've got a girl who wants to get on the back, who's used to a small little butt and fit on there nice and tight, then away you go. Now, I'm not just saying my missus got a big butt or anything, but I've got a nice comfortable seat. Even a heated seat, yes. Oh, do you know what I had for ages now? You don't see I'm doing it. Bugs on my screen. You know, don't forget to bring some of that old spray and a little cloth with you, because you are going to get your bugs stuck to your face. There's no fair in there to protect that. You've got a little bit of open up if you want to. You know, you can go round things if you really want to. I'm not speeding today. I mean, I never speed. Now, I could clearly see well up that hill, just in case anyone wonders why I pulled out on that little bend there. I could see it, there's nothing coming. And there's an advert now out there saying, think and don't be scared to pull back in again. And that's very true. Don't be worried. If you don't feel committed, there's nothing wrong with pulling the brake and pulling back in. Unless a dickhead car, which you don't normally brake and let you go by and almost speed up or something daft. I say dickhead car. You know, I'm a car driver and a motorbike rider, and I do believe everybody should do both. I've said it before. If you're in a car, get in a bike. If you're a bike, get in a car. Here's something I haven't had for a while. I'm getting a hot bum from the exhausts, from the back heat of them. And again, I haven't had that for a while. I dare say on a really hot day on a long journey, you are going to cook the back of your legs. Quite pleasant ride though. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little vlog. We'll get back round the bike in a second. I did a video like I normally do around the front of it, and I thought that would be nice, and I then decided to do the vlog as well. So I'm going to amalgamate both of them in together, so you get a look around the bike, you can have a go on it with me, and then back round my house again. So editing it takes some time, you know. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the ride. I did. Anyway, coming up videos. Exhausts. And see what exhausts are coming. I've got some nuts exhausts. However, as I said, they're from China, which I didn't know about. But there you go. And I'm going to do a suspension video as well. Wavy discs. 120 front tyre. Single front lights. Both were now on a high beam. Small adjustment on the screen. And the little levers in here. And if you watch, it'll do it now. Yeah, it's not amazing. Great mirrors, switches here, obviously kill switch and start. Remember this switch on mine I had, must be an upgrade. Still get your flash, high beam indicators, hazards on here, which is always hand in horn. But this selection switch here, nice simple dash. You've got power mode on here, you can select KTRC, it must be traction control, and the power modes I'm guessing you've got, oh, low and high I guess, F and L. Okay, not sure what they are yet. I have to read up on them. And obviously you can go through traction control modes as well. That's not bad, is it? And obviously the top switch does your trip meter, trip B, miles per gallon US. And that needs changing. Average miles per gallon, range. Oh, that's handy having a range on there. And obviously clock and your temperature. So not bad. There you go, one hot Mark Savage in a beautiful July day. The weather's supposed to stay like this actually, so for another month I believe, so a bit hot. Hope you enjoyed the vlog, and please like, subscribe, share, stick to my channel and I'll keep making them. But there's a nice little ride of the Z1000 SX, and a little look round as well. But what could you want? know there is only one real way of showing off a beautiful pair of exhausts, and that is in a tunnel. Let's try that again. In a tunnel! Too dramatic? Okay. Now you've heard her, let's listen to what she sounds like on the road. But come on. Beautiful. From the side, and even in bushes, this bike looks to nuts. It sounds it too. Well, that was different, wasn't it? These babies. You've just seen me up and down the road. Look how fast I can go down the road, says Jeremy Clarkson. I thought I'd give it a go. These are the exhausts. This is the part of the video now where you may want to skip, but for people who want to see how they go on and how simple they are, this is for you. With just 10mm Allen key and a 14mm, you can get these exhausts on and off with ease. Yes, I'm getting more colouring in, give me some vines and stuff, and yes, probably too many tattoos as it is. But anyway, let's get on with this now. These are the ginormous things on now. Simple, 10mm socket, 14mm in there, and this comes off. And these babies go on. As I said, you've already seen me go up and down the road. I thought I'd try a different format, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'm assuming this has only done 6,500 miles. This is practically brand new. So, undo that one, and look how easy that wiggles out. This little sleeve in here might be welded in and not so easy to come out. However, that side, it literally went in like it should. A bit windy now. I've got the bottom cover to go on there, which I'll just blown over again with a little bit of black matte, and it's drying, which will cover that. But look at that. Just put that one on. Remember, as I've done in my videos, these take a little bit of moving around, and so we're going to go in something like that. So just got to fit these on, both on. I'll tell you what, the wind's really picked up, and I think they look absolutely beautiful. I have got a tail tidy coming, so that should clear up the back end. One last start up. Hope you enjoyed that. Mark Savage signing off. Please like, share and subscribe. Keep watching them. Take care on the roads.
E aí, galera, tô de boa, rapaziada, tô muito de boa hoje, muito de boa mesmo, porque o negócio é o seguinte, final de semana, tá ligado? Dia daquele rolê chave de Z1000 salvando, enfim, e bom, tá chegando agora, já se inscreve no canal, não esquece de deixar aquele like, deixa o like no vídeo, vamos arrebentar o like aí. E hoje nós tá dando um rolê aqui no final de semana pra causar, meu irmão, nós tá indo pra causar, tá ligado? Saímos de Z1000zona, estamos sem retrovisor da moto tava meio molenga, eu fui e tirei pra ela ficar 100% chave, né? A gente agora. Nossa senhora! Esse bagulho corre demais, mano. Você é louco. E bom, só vamos achar agora o fluxo, né, mano? Vamos atrás de um fluxo, tá ligado? Daquele jeito, dando nossas esticadinhas aqui, curtindo um ventinho na cara, né não? Não merece, né, filho de Deus, né, tio? E queria agradecer todo mundo que tá chegando aí no canal, todo mundo que tá se inscrevendo aí diariamente, que tá curtindo nossos vídeos. Espero que o pessoal esteja gostando também da série que eu tô trazendo às 11 da manhã na piscina. Na série da piscina tá bombando às 11 da manhã. Não sei se é o horário que vocês querem, ou vocês querem um motovlog às 11 da manhã e uma série da piscina à tarde, não sei também. Comenta aí abaixo, né? A opinião de vocês é bem importante. E por isso, deixa seu comentário aí que eu vou estar lendo tudo, meu amigo. Beleza? Estão esticadinhas aqui de leve. Nossa senhora, velho. A moto empina que nem um cavalo bravo. Causando. Z1000zona é monstro, hein, rapaziada? Sério mesmo, uma das motos mais loucas que eu já andei. Eu acho que a moto mais louca que eu já andei na vida foi a BMW S1000. Mas a Z1000 eu acho que fica em segundo. Sério, fica em segundo. Que moto louca. Que moto louca. Sério, mano, não me arrependo de ter pegado essa Z1000, rapaziada. Olha isso. Acelera o bagulho, vem, tio. Ó. Ixi. É louco. É louco. Aqui tem uns buracos aqui, tem que dar uma jogada pra esse lado aqui, tá ligado? Salve, moleque doido. E assim ali já tirou uma pira no ronco da motoca. Ó o lago. Lagão bombando. É final de semana, né, mano? Vamos passar num fluxo ali no centro da cidade. Vocês vêm comigo. Ó, e a moto querendo empinar no meio dos outros. Bichinha é braba. A bichinha é braba, rapaziada. Ó, vai rampar. Ó, não precisa ser na lombada pra bagulho subir, não. Não precisa ser na lombada. Dá uma puxada aí que agora, vai. O negócio tá esprondando é tudo, tio. Vamos passar na porta do barzinho ali, causando. Depois nós vai pro lago. Esse é o trajeto, rapaziada. Vou passar num lugar ali que tem umas baladinhas. Vamos ver se tá bombando ou não. Não chega causando, né, roubando a cena. Vocês sabem o jeito que nós gostamos de passar de moto, né? Então, e depois nós dá aquela passada no lago. Pra quem sabe, a gente não tenta bater o recorde do corte de giro. O recorde do corte de giro foi na XJ, né? Eu não lembro quantos segundos que demorou o corte, sabe? Sei que foi louco o negócio. Ou se foi. Pra fazer Z1000 tem que ter coragem, hein? Porque a Z1000, tipo, o barulho dela é mais alto que da XJ. Mais alto que da XJ, tipo, pessoalmente. No vídeo não. No vídeo a XJ é mais barulhenta, eu não sei porquê, tá ligado? O Instagram é Mike Moraes. Pra quem não me segue lá, é meu Instagram. Vou fazer um sorteio do boneco quando lançar. Então já me segue lá, que é Mike Moraes. Beleza? Vamos passar aqui, ó, virando pra cá, eu acho que o fluxo, hein? Acho que o fluxo é virando pra cá, parça. Ou não tem fluxo ainda? Será? Vamos ver, papi, vamos ver. Vamos ver, o fluxo, ixi, aqui não tem fluxo, tá fraco. Tá calmo demais, vamos pro lago. No lago eu quero ver não bombar. Causando Z1000, hein? Causando Z1000 no domingão. Muito tenta empinar ela, velho. É muito de boa empinar ela. É muito de boa. É muito de boa empinar ela. Como causar no final de semana de moto? Como curtir sua moto de verdade, né? No final de semana. Quer coisa mais gostosa que isso, meu parça? Quer coisa mais gostosa que isso? Curtir a moto desse jeitinho aqui? Hã? Não tem não, tio. Não tem não. Melhor coisa que tem. Melhor coisa. O bagulho é da hora. Só tá um solzão, tá ligado? Solzão monstro, tá calor aqui na minha cidade. É, o calor aqui de Londrina. Quando chega também, meu irmão, quando tá frio, tá ligado? É um frio que só não fica mais frio que o coração das minas, tá ligado? Mas na hora que chega o calor, mano, é bizarro, é bizarro. Quero ver quando chegar uma coisa: 9 milhões de inscritos. 9 milhões de inscritos, a gente vai lançar a moto nova aqui do canal. E o que vocês acham que vai ser, galera? Já fiz um vídeo aí comentando sobre, sabe? Eu não sei, eu tô pensando seriamente em pegar uma moto monstra, que dê pau na Z1000, tá ligado? Eu quero uma moto que dê pau na Z1000. É, porque se for uma moto mais fraca que a Z1000 é complicado, né, mano? Uma moto mais fraca que a Z1000 é difícil, tá ligado? Não dá bom o bagulho. O negócio, tipo, é o bagulho berrar. Berrar já tá bom, né? Tá tendo aqui? Tá tendo alguma coisa aqui, hein? Tá tendo alguma parada aqui, mano. É um guindaste ali no meio. Olha a altura do bagulho, velho. É alto, hein? Você é louco. Alto pra caramba. Muito bom. Vamos que vamos nessa aqui, ó. Aqui no brau aqui, por aqui mesmo. Domingueira. Ah, eu lembro dos rolês das antigas com a XJ, né, rapaziada, também, né? Fazer um rolê no próximo domingão de XJ. Igual eu sempre fiz aqui, esse videozinho aqui pra vocês. Será que eu tô manjando no grau de Z1000? É, já voltei, filho, manjar, tá? Já manjei muito, hein? Dando umas levadinhas monstras. Agora tem que aprender a dormir ela, tá ligado? Tem que tomar cuidado com o freio dela, é ABS. O freio dela não freia de uma vez, assim, sabe? Se você chamar de uma vez e ter que frear com tudo, você vira pra trás, você não consegue frear a tempo. É embaçado. Ó! Cê é louco, cachorro! Cê é louco! Tá maluco? Ó, tô chamada no grau, hein, rapaziada? Show mesmo no grau. Vai, bobo. Cê é louco. Chama mesmo, filho. Chama mesmo. Causando de Z1000 no domingão. Causando. Motoca tá solcando. Sem retrovisor. Tá chave. Parar na blitz desse jeito que deu ruim, mano. Vai tomar umas multas, hein? Toma umas multas. O maninho ali já deu um salve. Deve ser inscrito no canal, tá ligado? Um piazinho. É nóis, fio, tamo junto. Agora é o lago. Olha que fresquinho, mano. Que gostoso. Sério, amo minha cidade, rapaziada. Minha cidade é demais, mano. Ixi! O negócio tá berrando, hein, filho? O negócio tá berrando demais, louco. Tá berrando muito essa moto, tiozão. Tá berrando demais. Demais. Dá aquele corte ou não, rapaziada? Ele corte ou não? Hã? Vou deixar todo mundo surdo, que tem uns bebezinhos ali. Acho que não é melhor chamar no corte desse jeito assim não, né? Se chamar no corte, acho que hoje eu não vou bater o recorde. Hoje acho que eu vou ficar tranquilo. Mas logo, logo nós vai quebrar esse recorde. É o recorde do corte. O recorde do corte vai ser quebrado, rapaziada. 10 mil. Se esse vídeo atingir 50 mil likes, 50 mil likes, beleza? Bom, vamos fazendo o seguinte. Eu vou encerrando esse vídeo por aqui. Muito obrigado a todo mundo que está acompanhando. E até a próxima. É nóis. Valeu.